spin here, so stay with us, keep your second. And if your shuttle is drawn out, you win $1,000. All proceeds going to Starship Foundation. Who's ready for this women's singles final? Have we got any fans from China?
So match 4, the Chinese-Korean surprise women's singles final, featuring the resurgent 6th seed Xuerui and former world #1, and the Korean teenage seed slayer An Se-young. This is the first clashing of swords between the two. You can see the matches that are unfolded prior. Christie coming through in the men's singles, now turning our attention onto this women's singles, our 4th match of the day. An Se-young on a rampant, career-defining young. Free and fearless, with no emotional scar tissue, nothing to lose. The HSBC Race to Guangzhou women's singles. As you can see, Yamaguchi, she was top seed here, the #2 on that list. She went down yesterday to Xuerui, the 6th seed, who we'll be seeing shortly. Can she make her way up that heady list and make it to the top 8 to contest the jewels in Guangzhou that are available to the best players in the world? Well, we'll soon get to find out. They'll be on court any minute, and this is how the draw unfolded. An Se-young at the bottom half of the draw there, coming past Wang Zhiyi, or Zhang Beiwen should say, and also Aya Ohori as well, the 3rd and 7th seed, downed by the young Korean.
Let's welcome our players, please. Continuing her recent resurgence in form, she is the 2012 Olympic champion. She has 27 career titles to her name from China, Xuerui. Her opponent is just 17 years of age in the biggest match of her career with a world ranking of 78. Please welcome from Korea, Se-young An.
An Se-young marching on behind Xuerui of China with 27 career titles already to her name. So the world #15, resurgent, having downed Yamaguchi. Can she continue in that vein? She'll need to play well today, taking on the might of young An Se-young, world #78, but one with a bright future, the young 17-year-old on the right of your picture. First meeting between these two. Experience taking on youth. Pressure on Xuerui, clad in burgundy on the left of your picture, and the youngster in white and blue. This would be such a huge moment for both, really. Xuerui so experienced, so used to these kind of moments over the years, but it's been a long time. She's been out with a bad knee for quite a while. Can she find a way across the line?
Yeah, the 28-year-old from Chongqing in China, of course, the former Olympic champion of London 2012 and 2-time World Championship silver medalist. She's had a bit of a mixed year so far with a win-loss record of 6 and 7. With the quarter-finalist in the All England Championships as well. And we see her results so far being pushed the distance yesterday against Yamaguchi in the semi-final, but prevailing there 21-13 in the final game. So looks like she's starting to return to some of her best form.
Yeah, she was kind of untested relatively, wasn't she? Very straightforward, plain sailing for her in the first 3 matches, but a real tight one against Yamaguchi that might take its toll on that, what was a dodgy knee ACL injury she had. And Xuerui here in your picture, the young 17-year-old Korean, 78 in the world, but one on the ascent very, very fast. Has been just 1 spot higher from Gwangju in South Korea. As you can see, up to 77 in the world. That was back in April of this year. Breaking into fresh territory she is this week, and that's her results through. You can see she's been tested thoroughly, and well, you wonder how much she's got in the tank, having won 3 long 3-gamers and 1 straight gamer, but some good wins. She's down 3 seeds, as you can see. Chen from China, and Beiwen Zhang and Aya Ohori from Japan as well. So it's been a really interesting ride for the youngster in particular. Artur Zaluzny from Estonia in the chair, presiding over this one. And the service judge from Chinese Taipei, Huang, controlling what goes on to start the point. So Xuerui, after that ACL operation, and hopefully she's fully fit. She wears strapping on that left knee, probably preventative, but also mentally gives her a little bit of support, you'd imagine. She's just shadowing, as they all do. This goes on evidently on the practice hall adjacent to this. They're all out there warming up vigorously. Want to come out onto the court almost sweating to get the best from yourself from the off. Now, who will race to the front immediately here? Will it be the experience of the elder Chinese, or the young 17-year-old in your picture? She does look very fresh-faced and young, doesn't she? But take her lightly at your peril.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Xuerui, China. And on my left, Han Se-young, Korea. Xuerui to serve, Lao, play.
Women's singles final, Han Se-young against Xuerui of China.
Service over, 1 love.
Well, there, evidence of her experience and quality. He liked it, didn't he?
1-0.
Having a great time, everybody in here. It's a packed house, as it always is here on Auckland Finals Day. Well, by all accounts, the match yesterday with Xuerui and Yamaguchi was an absolutely enthralling one. Battle of the former world #1s, and Xuerui with several ways to pick a lock. A real awkward customer strategically to take on, you'd imagine. Well, there's no imagining about it. Look at all that she brings. There's a ruthless efficiency about her from the off here.
Yeah, straight away scoring 2 points in the forehand front corner of Han Se-young. Whether she continues that strategy throughout the match will be something that we'll need to pay attention to. But Han Se-young is certainly a different proposition than someone like Yamaguchi yesterday. She's a lot more aggressive, a lot more willing to take the game to Xuerui. Doesn't quite perhaps have the touch and the control of Yamaguchi, but more than makes up for that with the power and the aggression that she brings.
Service over, 3-0.
Good lead from Lee.
Service over, 4-3.
that's encouraging.
Service over.
11 years younger than the 28-year-old, the other end. Misjudgment from Xuerui.
5-4.
Oh, how's that for a turnaround from the youngster? Message of intent there, throwing herself around.
Yeah, she did well to stay in that rally, Xuerui.
6-4.
Great defense pick up there. But yeah, you can't help but sense that the guile of Xuerui and the way that she plays will grind down the attacking style of Xuerui, just step by step.
Service over. Five, 6. Service over. 7-5.
Well, she's only played 13 competitive matches this season, has Lee, so you wonder whether she's kind of undercooked, but not on the evidence of what we saw yesterday, that's for sure. It was an absolute standout, wasn't it, beating the world number 4 and top seed here, Yamaguchi.
Yeah, it must be a difficult task to come back to world's highest level after an injury like that.
And also kind of try and back up that sort of physicality of match consecutively today against a youngster with that weight of expectation on your shoulders. That must be a tough dynamic for the Chinese.
Yeah, I think especially as so far this year she's been in a couple of round of 16s in these level tournaments, but it's the first final, the first real breakthrough she's been able to achieve. So I think we're in for an interesting contest between these two.
7.
Yeah, and the physical aspect as well on that repaired knee as well, having to go a lot longer in a tournament than round of 16. You know, suddenly now she's had the arse physically of putting together, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is her 5th match in a row on consecutive days. She was taking the distance against Yamaguchi. It was a 50-minute match. She looks to be kind of ambling around between points, but that's just the way that she kind of rolls. She saunters about, doesn't she? But I think it's her way of just sort of regrouping and grabbing a breath.
Yes.
And the other side of the net, of course, Xuerui. This is a huge moment for the youngster in her first ever HSBC BWF World Tour Super 300 level event final. These are big, big moments.
Absolutely, I think she has nothing to lose really in today's match. She's done really well to get here so far. 17-year-old in the final of a Super 300 level tournament already. Beaten 2 players in the top 20 of the world on her way here. But she does have quite a fresh attacking style as well.
Yeah, and she, with that, she's got a 3-point cushion at the turn. 11-8, An Se-young from Korea, the young 17-year-old, in charge.
Thompson are proud to be the principal partner of the Badminton Thompson New Zealand Badminton Open. New Zealand's largest privately owned real estate company, they are experts in all real estate services, residential, commercial, rural and lifestyle. Badminton Thompson, supporters of our local community.
物比现飞起来之后，他其实没打成，主要是你攻场的要求有点高，然后防守有点打得太快，你就觉得有点收一个，把那个节奏。I
can let you know everyone that at 5:20 and 15 minutes there will be an order assisting Jonathan Christie in the upstairs King's Lounge. That's in 15 minutes at 5:20. Jonathan Christie signing autographs.
So players back to court then to resume after the mid-game interval. 11-8, the youngster with a 3-point bolster here.
Again, the attack in that forehand corner from Xuerui of An Se-young. I feel like they must have found something there from perhaps watching the video of yesterday's match or other footage of An Se-young. There's been a couple of mistakes from Xuerui when she's gone after that corner as well.
9-11.
Yeah, we've got nothing to read into, have we? Being a first meeting and all that, never played before, so don't know quite what we're going to get out here. But the attack lines with the straight smash from Xuerui, very precise.
10-11.
And she's got that sort of swagger on court as well, hasn't she? The lady of experience that knows exactly what she's doing.
It must be the confidence that an Olympic gold medal gives you.
Forehand wing of An Se-young is being absolutely peppered right now and then spreading the attack to the backhand, opening up the court nicely. So deadlock in the opener. Ollie, your thoughts?
Yeah, we're starting to see that the experience of Xuerui in that rally as well. Can't fault the aggression from An Se-young, but just needs to be aware of choosing the right moment. Got penalised there from Xuerui, just whipping her cross court into the backhand. As is so often the case with these world-class players as well, after the mid-game interval, just reassessing and coming out with a slightly adjusted strategy and starting to score a few points.
Oh, that was nice, isn't it? Cross smash of the highest order there from An Se-young. Really accurately struck. So deadlock in this tight opening game as they step off stage momentarily because the court attendants on to mop up any beads of sweat where Lee just stumbled. Neck and neck, nothing between them.
12-all.
She's very tall and statuesque, is Lee Xuerui. Well, it was a late call, but we're going to go upstairs. It was pretty tight. I'm not going to put my neck on the line. You, Ollie?
No, I think both players are wanting to challenge that, yeah, regardless which way it went.
Oh, just out. Well done, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 13-12. Play.
Where did that acceleration come from, the youngster? Only slight frame she has, but that was power, lady.
14-12.
Almost as if to say, you can come to your forehand as much as you want, but watch out. I've got a little surprise in store for you, Lee. And there's plenty of Chinese fans in here today.
Yes, change.
Delighting in this kind of point.
13-14.
I think the perspective we get from the Olympic gold medalist in 2012 is how much has the game moved on over the last 7 years with the young, fresh-faced Korean opponent at the other end.
Service over. 15-13.
Yeah, ladies singles at the moment at the top of the world is extremely competitive. Xuerui obviously trying to work her way back up to where she has been, and Seung perhaps on her way up there as well.
Yeah, she's commendably earned her stripe. She's back up inside the top 20 at 15 in the world as we speak, is Lee. And that's brilliant, really, given that she was away from the game for, what was it, 600 days?
Yeah, she only made a return a little over 12 months ago. And of course had to withdraw, unfortunately, in the semi-final in the Rio Olympics. That
was where the injury occurred, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Service over. 16-14.
So the young Korean with the upper hand here against Lee. It's a slender advantage, but she'd sign up for that from the start.
Service over. 15-16.
Terrific disguise on the attack from Xuerui. He's following through with the body, brushing across the back of the shuttle, sending An Se-young in the wrong direction.
Oh, she misses. How's that for a turnaround? Brilliant from An Se-young. Extraordinary salvage there.
Thank you.
Lee Xuerui and Angst just pushing slightly wide of the single sideline.
Thank you.
A terrific fighting spirit from the Korean youngster.
Keeps her advantage at 2 points.
15.
And you sense, given that sort of sense of occasion, big moment, first big final for her, she needs to win the opener.
Service over. 16-17.
Now, the tighter this gets, the more your heart kind of favors the Olympic gold medalist of 7 years ago in your picture.
Yeah, she's really trying to press the tempo. An Se-young equal to it.
Just yielding in the end, the youngster, but what a point that was.
Yes.
32-shot rally, and it was grueling, an absolute lung buster. How the Koreans stayed in it for so long, I'll never know.
17.
She is very feisty and spirited. Lee rather anxious there, over pressing.
Service over. 18-17.
Looks a little ruffled. Oh, spellbinding precision from the former world #1.
I'm saying.
Masterful control level from her.
Service over. 18-all.
They're chanting her name. She's blocking it out, utterly focused. Oh, she's found it. Carves out a beautiful angle there, does the Korean.
19,
And again,
18.
edges ahead. There's been no more between them than 3 points at any stage in this tight opening game. Wow.
Service over.
It's an unbelievable net exchange.
19-all.
This one here takes the tape. That cross from Xuerui was amazing. Sublime control of a net cord from An Se-young.
Oh, she's found that one again.
Service over.
2 out of the last 3 points have been won that way by An Se-young.
Game point,
Again,
19.
carving down short to the forehand corner of the Chinese. And this one brings up a game point opportunity for her now. Oh, she's found it. That is top draw badminton from An Se-young. Korean youth winning over Chinese experience so far. The Korean secures game 1, 21 points to 19 after 21 minutes.
Suppliers and partners. One Pure, official water partner. Yonex, official equipment and apparel sponsor. Sky City, official hotel. And Honda, official vehicle supplier. One Pure, Yonex, Sky City and Honda.
네가 수비가 지금 아주 그냥 제 공격이 딱 맞았단 말이야. 그러니까 더 이상 여기서 그런 잘할 필요 없어. 계속 수비에만 집중하고 수비 놓고 그다음에 앞에 빨리. 그거 하면은 빈자리 뒤에는 네가 다 컨트롤할 수 있다고. 네? 그러니까 자신감 그대로 절대 서두르지 마. 수비 거리에 집중해. 수비.
이게 지금 저 1부부터 다시 시작하는데 그것만 다시 계속 반복적으로 일단 오른쪽에서 이렇게 안 달라들고 강약 쪽으로 강약 그러고 초구 짝지에서 초구 스매싱 들어오는 거 있지 다시 들어오고 1구 받고 난 다음에 뺏기지 말고 보고 그 다음 따라 움직이도 안 되죠. 그러고 라운드 클리어 갈 때 보고 들어가는 거 그것만 해서 양쪽 다 커가지고 뭐 들어갔구만 못 가는 거야. 네?
Well, this women's singles final has been all engrossing and entirely captivating so far. That opening game was tight. Former world number one is up against it. She's got her work cut out against this spirited and Young from Korea, only 17 years old. She has a watertight defense and a great secure attack as well. A really complete looking player. Oh, one thing's for sure, that lowly ranking of 78 in the world really doesn't do justice to her talent, but she'll be ascending the rankings at warp-like speed if she continues in this kind of vein.
Yeah, we spoke about her maturity yesterday as well, and I think that was certainly noticeable in the first game, the adjustments that she's making to counteract the attack from Xuerui.
Sense of composure as well is quite something for one so young. A roar of approval from herself. She's really pleased with what she's doing right now.
Yeah, again, good aggressive play from Young. Speed forward as well. Challenging Xuerui around the body.
Service over. 1-3.
She's found that line as well, according to the lines judge. Lee doesn't think so. She's challenged immediately. But it's a weary walk to her towel from the former world number one. Smacks of desperation a little. The challenge, that is. Perhaps slightly fatigued after her encounter against Yamaguchi yesterday, coming through after 50 minutes, and it is indeed in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 4-1. Play. Xuerui challenges called out.
Well, consecutive challenge points then. Lee really backing herself despite being wrong on the last one. Insists that this has found the court. She's right.
Correction in.
Eagle-eyed Chinese.
Service over. 2-4. Play. Service over. 5-2.
Well, all of Li Xuerui's poise and deception is really awkward to play against, but An Se-young in defence has been everywhere, like a blur of speed today, reading it so well.
Yeah, she's had an answer to every question that's been posed by Li Xuerui.
3-6.
Chinese lady really mixing up her offense. But An Se-young's been able to just keep the rally in play. There's nothing crazy about her counter-attacks or taking wild chances. Just measured, asking Li Xuerui to win the point herself.
And how about that?
It's an amazing touch again from An Se-young.
7-3.
A perfect net shot.
Mixing up power with skill, the Korean.
Service over. 4-7.
I wonder how much stamina she's got. You know, there's no sign of her tiring. You don't tire at that age, do you? Just go on all day.
Five, 7. Yes.
Oh, super aware to that set play from An Se-young. Li Xuerui was right there on it.
6-7.
Yeah, that's the counter-attack that An Se-young needs to be aware of. Fine to use the attacking hard smash as a variation once in a while, but better to stick to playing to cuts and angles off those flat lifts from Li Xuerui she gets. Lovely punch clear to complement it as well.
8-6.
因为他尽力打比较好啊。
Service over. 7-8. You sure? Yes.
High skill level from the Chinese there. That was so beautifully taken. Hands from heaven.
7. Service over. 9-7. Ten, 7.
Oh, that's torturous, isn't it? Just running the youngster ragged there. And Seung could not close down that gap. Despite being a terrific athlete, that was just too much. Xuerui with just unbelievable hands to control and spread the court the way she did.
Yeah, she really makes An Se-young cover a really big court.
Thank you.
Just having to sustain the pressure from Xuerui. Can't do it on that occasion.
8-10.
Great leave, and it is indeed the Korean youngster who continues to march onwards and upwards. 11-8 to the turn in game 2. Really looking good now for An Se-young.
$1,000 cash courtesy of Badminton Thompson for the take flight for Starship. So if you got one of your shuttles in one of the blue buckets, you must stay with us. We will make the draw after the women's singles final presentation. So we will draw the $1,000 and we're going to be assisted by one of our victorious women's doubles players, Tom is going to join us after the presentation for the women's singles.
防守站稳一点，你就上，调动好的一手把，你当网抓到位啊。
Resuming in game 2 then, and a very watchable contest, this women's singles final, as have all of our finals been so far.
11-8.
The young Korean is good at front running so far. She's been faultless. A game and 11-8 to the good in this race to 2 games to secure the title. Rushed into error from Xuerui.
Service over. 9-11.
And again, just adapting to the counter-attacks of Xuerui is An Se-young. It wasn't so long ago that that shot was also whipped cross-court. But it's dealing with the attacks of Xuerui that's the biggest question for An Se-young at the moment. She does get her opportunities when the rally goes long enough. But it's being able to withstand everything that Xuerui is coming with.
Another good lead, but she was there just in case.
Service over. 12-10.
An Se-young won the Irish International, or the Irish Open International, I should say, late last year. That was the biggest title haul of her career to date. A couple of runner-up showings at that level as well, but never at this level. Breaking fresh territory today. There's a spring and a step and a roar to her as well. I love the body language. The way that she conducts herself on court is infallible. She just looks really up together. She's got a really good game. You can see her going far. She's got age on her side as well. Xuerui there missing by a long way, really under pressure. She wants to check the shuttle. Change the shuttle.
14-10.
Yeah, there's a couple of errors coming from Xuerui there. It is bound to happen when you're trying to play that the way she is. So precise. Really trying to hit all corners.
Well, it's become a really physical contest. Xuerui is struggling to get to that tight net shot from An Se-young,
15-10.
who is turning the screw, the youngster. This has been an outstanding performance from her. Look at the reaction.
Service over. 11-15.
Oh, fantastic. Saving her best till last, you sense. She's got a 5-point cushion here.
11.
But she is playing a former world #1 who has a lot of tricks up her sleeve. Can she wriggle out of danger? Oh, that was sublime. Never tire of watching shots like that.
12-16. Service over. 17-12.
Lucky break off the net cord there, favouring the brave. Superbly done from
Service over.
the world #15.
13-18.
Throwing caution to the wind here. This was really gallant. He's found the corner. Another precision strike from Lee.
14-18.
(18-12) becomes 18-14. Now, will that ruffle and disturb the concentration of Anne? Well, we watched her semi-final win against Aya Ohori, the 7th seed that she downed in 1 hour and 22 minutes, and she was up massively in the second game, if you remember, Ollie, and kind of really lost her way, lost the game 21-23. Now, she learned and rectified the situation to come through the third game, 21-12, but, you know, she is only 17. She was 18-12 up here. 3 in a row for Lee. It's been called out, and that'll be absolute relief in the mind of An Si-young.
Service over. 19-15.
I think she certainly learned from yesterday, the mistake she made, having been up, I think it was 18-12 as well, in the second game, having won the first. Just remember that she has to keep playing for it, not to back off and become a little too passive.
Oh, she certainly played for it there. That was a shot from heaven.
20,
Deception to the max from An Si-young here. Let's see it again. Look at this. Lee had no answer. 5 match points. The 17-year-old Korean An Si-young wins her first World Tour Super 300 title here at the New Zealand Open. Utterly sensational today. totally composed, took it all in her stride, and she's felled a 4th seed throughout in her campaign here.
Match won by
Assignment achieved,
21-19,
mission accomplished for An Se-young, and she lets us in with a generous smile. Coming through in straight games against the former world #1. What a bright future she has. This is how she did it. What a performance all week from the world #78, An Se-young, women's singles champion. Confirmation of the scoreline, 21-19, 21-15 in 42 minutes.
An Se-young, I need to just ask, through our translator, how does this feel? Can you even believe it?
오늘 기분이 어떠냐고 네가 지금 믿을 수 있냐고 이렇게 얘기한 게.
정말 믿기지도 않고 그냥 너무 좋은 것 같아요.
Actually, I can't believe, but I'm really happy on the moon today.
Tell me, who has supported you? Who is in your corner at this stage of your career?
누가 네가 이렇게 되기까지 도와줬냐고 물어보는.
일단 가족하고 언니들, 그래서 선생님들 다 너무 감사드리고 더 열심히 하겠습니다.
They said thank you for the support, for family, and all national squad, team coaches, and all support, and all cheer for the Korean team. For thank you. Yeah.
You are a champion. You are a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, your singles champion at the Barfoot and Thompson New Zealand Open, An Se-young.
Well, deserved applause from An Se-young from Korea. What a win that was. The women's singles champion, just 17 years old.
Welcome to the presentation at the Barfoot and Thompson New Zealand Open for the women's singles. Our presenters, Chairman of the New Zealand Chinese Sports Association, Li Wei, BWF Council Member, Nigel Skelt, Sponsorship Manager for Honda New Zealand, Lisa Campbell, and Secretary General for the New Zealand Chinese Sports Association, Rianne Wong. Let's acknowledge our officials. Please, a round of applause for our umpire from Estonia, Artur Zelesnoy. Our service judge from Chinese Taipei, Huang Qinwei. Runner-up, in the women's singles at the Barfoot and Thompson New Zealand Open. Your Olympic champion from 2012. It's wonderful to see her back in a final from China, Xuerui. And your champion with her very first final, her very first tour victory at 17 years of age from Korea, An Se-young.
So congratulations then to An Se-young on her women's singles title here at the New Zealand Open, taking down Xuerui. And coming up next then, men's doubles action. The third seeds take on the second seeds. Endo and Watanabe against Asan and Satyawan. Don't go too far.